Well, hello and welcome to another episode of Kuma's Kitchen. We're getting down towards the wire for Christmas, aren't we? It's time to start some of that Christmas baking. What I've got here are molasses oatmeal cookies. Yes. I made molasses cookies on here once before, a different type, kind of a crinkly molasses cookie. These are all tied together with a lot of oatmeal in there, and they're absolutely fantastic. They make for a great cookie. You get that chewiness from the molasses, you get the heartiness from the oatmeal, and easy to make. We ended up with about 29, 30. I ended up with 29 this time. Probably would have been 30 if I didn't snack on some of the batter, but it's so good. Look at that. Let's have a bite. Look at that inside. Nice and chewy. Oh, that's going to be fantastic. So let's go in the kitchen and make some of these right now. All right, so for the ingredients for these cookies, well, it's pretty simple actually. What we've got across the front here is 1 egg. We've got a half a teaspoon of salt and a half a teaspoon of baking soda. That's going to react with the molasses to give you the bubbling. We've got a third of a cup of molasses. Now that molasses, I use Brer Rabbit molasses because that's what I can get at my local import store here. Fantastic stuff. I used to have to go all the way to Kobe just to get molasses. I love molasses, and they add a great flavor to this. They also add a great, it's not juiciness, but moistness to your cookies. They keep them a little moist, which is really nice and chewy. Then we've got a half a cup here of my favorite cane sugar, the unrefined cane sugar. We just got any light brown sugar. 1 cup each of flour and 1 cup of rolled oats. And over here, I've actually got a little bit of extra sugar. That's just for rolling the cookies in after. So it's not like you need a certain amount. We're just going to put enough in there to roll the cookies in. Let's put that off to one side right now. First thing I want to do, I'm just going to move a couple of these things over here because the first thing I'm going to do is cream the butter. So I've got my large bowl here. Toss the butter in. Get that outside. Grab my big spoon. Now this butter is not fully cold, but I mean it's winter here, so that's just right. We don't want it too soft. We want to have, you have to work a little bit to cream that. So cream it around a bit, and once you get it smooshed around like that, then add in the sugar. All right, get all that in there. Okay, so we got sugar in there. Start creaming that, and you want to cream that in to the butter. It's going to take a little bit of elbow grease, and then suddenly it all pays off as it all comes together. All right, so I'm going to scrape that off the spoon here. Yay, that's looking good. Yeah, that's always tasty. All right, next thing, I'm going to crack that egg in there. And before I add anything else, I'm going to grab my beater. I'm going to beat up that egg a bit. That's about all you need. Just get the egg mixed in. And now in goes the molasses. All right, I think we got most of it there. Anything left inside here is for me to lick. I love molasses. We used to have a pump bottle of blackstrap molasses on the ranch. That was for their race horses. It got mixed in with their oats, give them extra minerals and stuff like that. So it was my job to mix that in the oats. There was always 1 pump for the horses, 1 pump for me. My mom kept warning me that I was going to give myself stomach problems eating blackstrap molasses, but yeah, I never did. Loved it. I love molasses. All right, here we go. Going to mix that in now until this is nice and creamy. All right, you can see that's pretty smooth. That's good. We're done with the beater. Get that off to one side. These are for the cook. Yeah, I'll be licking those later. Very good. All right, let's put that off to one side. Now we're gonna get some of the dry ingredients together. So that's like the flour and the salt and the baking soda. Let me get all that out. There we go. And just at first, it's gonna mix that around to distribute that salt and baking soda throughout the flour. I don't want it all in one spot. And then bring this back in, add that. And all you're gonna do now is just use a bit of a cutting motion as you mix, then cut through, mix, cut through until we get it all combined. All right, see that's all coming together. In goes the oats. Mix those in. Oh yeah, that's looking really nice. All right, now we got that in there. Clean that spoon off one more time. And yes, you just know that there has to be a test lick. Yep. Oh, that is tasting great. All right, what I got here is I got one of my baking sheets with baking paper on there. The nice thing about this baking paper, you notice I've already used this before for some cookies just a couple days ago, and you can use this numerous times. It's a great thing. Grab the spoon, get yourself about a ball size like that, roll it in that sugar. There we go. Now it all comes together. Plop that on there. Keep doing that. We're gonna have, well, basically 12 little cookie balls on there. You want to leave a little space between them because they are gonna flatten out as they bake in the oven. All right, that's it. As you can see, it's a messy job, but guess what? You get lick your fingers afterwards. We got 12 ready to go. We're gonna probably get another 12 or so out of there. They're gonna go in the oven over there at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, 180 degrees Celsius for 13 to 15 minutes. I'll see you back here then. All right, so those were 14 minutes in the oven, looking just right. Look at that. You see all the little air bubbles you see popping out? That shows you these are ready, these are done. Now, gonna let them sit for about a minute or so. They're a little soft still until they've been out of the oven for a bit. Then put them onto our cooling racks. Slip them out onto there. In the meantime, got another batch ready to go. And it looks like there's about 5 more left in that batter. So we're gonna get about 29, 30 cookies out of this. Pretty good. All right, gonna put that batch into the oven, and then cookies are gonna be all over the place, ready for Christmas. So, if you like this recipe, stick around and check out the other recipes here on Kuma's Kitchen. These are all original Kevin Riley recipes, little ideas to muck around with. This is actually a second iteration of this. The first one, I wasn't happy with the way they turned out, and I adjusted some of the amounts in there, and we end up with these, which are absolutely looking perfect. I love the look of them. I love the smell of them. I think they're gonna be just the right amount of chewiness that I'm looking for. All right, so Make these, and we'll make Christmas fun again and make Kuma's Kitchen. Make cooking with whatever. Make cooking fun again with Kuma's Kitchen. There we go. Can't even remember my own slogan. Well done, Kevin. All right. See you next time.